record. All right, so welcome to our call number 3 for Rise to Success, host coaching and recruiting. Your host, I am Ann Harrison, your advanced director, and with me tonight is Ariel Tyson, your mermaid leader / director. So we are going to go ahead and jump in really quick. Ariel, I hope these slides have
I was thinking about that too. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, okay. So drop in the chat. Let us know how your contacts are going. Are you tracking your contacts? How are you tracking them? Remember, winners keep score. We would love to know how many contacts you made, if you talked to some recruit leads, and how many bookings you got. Those are important things, and bookings are the lifeblood of this business. So if you don't have bookings, then you don't have business. So you must work hard to get those bookings. If you'll just drop it in the chat and share with us what your results are. So Ariel, I will let you take it from
All right. So mindset moment, because we've done this the last couple of weeks. So let's talk about belief, because last week we talked about how our brains are not as smart as we think they are, and they believe that what we tell them. So let's talk about belief, because that's a really powerful word. Belief is what we tell ourselves every day, and really what we tell ourselves is what we're going to believe and ultimately what's going to come to fruition. So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest, honestly answer the following questions. Do you believe that you can build your skills and succeed in reaching your booking and recruiting goals? Do you believe that you can promote to director in 30 to 90 days? Do you believe that you can be a strong leader for your team? Ultimately, what this boils down to is, do you believe in the power of you? Do you believe in what you've got? Do you believe in what you can do or be, or that you can have anything you want in life or in this business if you're willing to work hard enough to get it? Because that belief is ultimately what can stand in the way of your success. So here's kind of how our belief works, right? So, so let's say it's like a cycle, right? So let's say we believe that people are so busy today that they don't have time to add another commitment to their life, like a Pampered Chef business. It's a lie that we tell ourselves, right? So it's a belief. And because of that belief, because you believe people are too busy, you don't ask every host 5 times. You don't ask every party guest, and you don't ask or don't post about the opportunity in your virtual parties because you believe that people are so busy today. Well, the result of that is you're not going to be recruiting on a consistent basis. Do you see how that cycle can really impact your business? How that one belief can impact your results? And if you can change that one thing you're telling yourself, your results can change drastically because the actions in the middle will change. So let's say you switch around your beliefs, and you believe that Pampered Chef is an amazing opportunity for anyone, and that lots of people need more income and will find time for what is important to them. And because of that, you ask every host, guest 5 times, and you post about it in your virtual parties. The result of that is you're going to be recruiting consistently and achieving multiple 4-in-1 cycles. So for every 4 parties, you add 1 consultant every month. So to really kind of change that negative to positive, like we did last week, write down a positively worded belief that you have about the Pampered Chef business opportunity. And it could be something that you've experienced. It could be something personal. Then what action are you going to take to follow through on this belief? A realistic action. What are you and can you do? And what result can you expect from this action? And writing it down really is powerful. I know it seems corny, but writing it down is powerful.
Or I can take this one so you can take a break.
Yeah.
All right, so positive affirmations. If you struggle with your belief, one way you can change it is by using positive affirmations. And this is a statement that's worded as though you're already doing what you want to achieve. I am a Pampered Chef director. I am a booking magnet. I am booking 4 parties a week. I am booking my calendar full. Positive affirmations. Specific and positive outcomes that we ask you to create in a positive affirmation about the success you will have in promoting to director. Remember, your brain isn't as smart as you think it is. It will believe anything that you tell it, and if you tell it often enough. So make sure you're telling it positive I am statements, not things like I can't, they won't, those things don't work. I am a director. I am booking 5 parties a week. I am offering the business to every host 5 times, and I am a strong recruiter. Those are more examples of positive affirmations. Write them down. I used to have these little wooden spoons that I wrote positive affirmations on, and you can write them on your mirror with a dry erase marker. That's another good way to do it. So you can take them down when you have company. But you put them in front of yourself, just like you put your goals in front of yourself. So we're going to ask you to grow your list of affirmations to 5. Remember to use I am statements when you're writing these affirmations. When you do this, you're training your brain to hear what you're already accomplishing, what you want, and what you want to accomplish. Reading your affirmations out loud twice a day, first thing in the morning to help you focus on the day and remind you of what you want to achieve. And again, right before you go to bed to help your mind think about them while you're sleeping. Like I said, your mirror is a perfect place because you're going to get up and you're going to go to the bathroom and brush your teeth and get a shower, and you're going to go in there and brush your teeth and get ready for bed before you go to sleep. Mm-hmm. So, and it's important to say them out loud and not just in your head. There's so much power in hearing your own voice and saying what you're doing, something that you want to do. When I used to make cold phone calls, I'll just tell y'all this because this is a great example. I used to go in my bathroom to make my phone calls because I would stand in front of the mirror so I felt like I was talking to a real person instead of on the phone. But it works because it makes your attitude different.
Yeah.
And you get more out of it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you take these.
Okay. So partnering with your host is a really important part of recruiting them, okay? You're not going to add someone to your team without forming a relationship with them, and you guys are great examples of that. So hosts are your most important business partners. They help you get your business in front of the people that they know. They're encouraging their friends to book parties, and oftentimes they're the ones that are going to become your next consultants. So coaching your host is going to help them feel confident about their parties and can lead to the successful outcome that you both want. So host coaching is the way that you are going to help both you and your host get the big results that you guys want. So you can do this in a few ways. One, build a positive relationship with every host. the top leaders in the business really try to connect with the host before the party to get to know them. One of the easiest ways to do this is just to friend them on Facebook before the party. Okay. So as soon as someone agrees to host a party with me, I usually try to friend them right then. Because I want them to see who I am. I want them to know that I am a real person. And then that gives you kind of something to talk about. They might realize, oh my gosh, I've realized how many people, have twins. And we're like, oh, I didn't realize you had twins too. And so it just kind of gives us something to talk about. Or I didn't realize you were a teacher too. So you can talk about their family, their job, their interests, and find out what products are on their wish list. What's the reason they're having this party? Are they wanting the air fryer? Or are they wanting cookware? You can put all of your hosts for the week in a group message where you can communicate with all of them in one place, but still continue that individual communication. And speaking from experience, I have done this before, and don't make the mistake that I did of putting your hosts in a group message and then not talking to them individually. Because then you're not getting that relationship with them that ultimately is going to help everybody be successful. So if you're going to put them in a group message, which is a great way to help everybody, still make sure you're continuing a convo on the side. And also provide your virtual host with a daily image or message, some kind of task that they can do in their party to coach them to success. Because ultimately their friends are going to see what they post more than they see what you post. So one big tip is to have your host post things that you really want to make sure people see. Booking posts, for example, are a great thing to have your host post as long as they sound genuine. So you can use a host coaching tab right on Consultants Corner, or the host coaching template and the host coaching template that we've shared with you to really get the most out of this.
So, working with your host. Your host is always going to be your most valuable business partner because they've partnered with you in order to have a party. They're comfortable enough with you to introduce you to their family and friends and help you generate sales and bookings, and can introduce you to your next new consultants. And that next new consultant might even be your host because, after all, they're your number one lead. This partnership is always going to be a win-win. Your host earns amazing rewards, and you have the opportunity to build your business through the party by meeting their friends and family. Talk about the role your host can play in helping you reach a goal or getting 3 bookings from every party with a host booking challenge. They know their friends best and have more influence with them. So why not ask them to partner with you to get those bookings and help you out? I'm not going to read all of this to you, but you guys can send personal messages to your host, giving them the challenge and asking them if they'd be willing to. And here's some examples of if they say yes, you can give them a message that they can use to reach out to people, and you can respond to them and follow up with them that didn't respond, because the fortune is always in the follow-up. Don't forget that. We can post a screenshot of this in the Rise group for you guys to see later on. All right, I'll let you take it over.
So you want to make sure that you're asking every host 5 times. So you might not realize this, but most consultants were hosts before they joined Pampered Chef. And they might even have been hosts multiple times. So think about, were you a host before you joined? Your hosts are the people who are most likely to join your team. So let's talk about an approach to help them make a decision to join, okay? And that approach is to ask them 5 times. But you're not saying, hey, want to join my team? 5 times, okay? So you might be thinking 5 times, that's a lot. I don't know. That feels like I'm going to be bombarding them, overwhelming them. when we're asked to commit to something that we don't know enough about, our immediate knee-jerk reaction is no thanks, I'm good with what I have, right? I'm happy, I'm content. But a lot of the times we just don't know how this thing is going to benefit us. And as we, the consultant, open that door and kind of introduce those benefits of being a consultant, we can kind of turn their minds around. So here are the 5 times that you're kind of posing that, you're putting that ask out there. 1 is during your first host coaching conversation, okay? The first time I ask is before their party starts. Hey, I'm so excited that your party is coming up. I can't wait to get it started. What do you say that we go ahead and turn this into your launch party? You'll get the commissions and walk away with all the bookings, but I'll still do all the work just as we planned. What do you think? I've had people say yes. I've had people say yes that I almost deleted that message and didn't send it to, okay? So always ask, because you never know what the answer is going to be. They might have already been thinking about it and you had no idea. Ask number 2, as soon as guests start to get in the group, say, hey, just wanted to double check. I see you've got like 25 friends in the group. That's amazing. There's 25 people who love Pampered Chef. It's a great time to flip this party to a launch party. Are you sure you don't want to take advantage of this opportunity? Once the party sales reach the amount required to get a kit credit, you can also pose that question again as you get responses to the guest survey and while closing the party. But here's the thing, there are other ways that you can also ask. And you can ask by saying things like, girl, I saw that you handled that question in the party like a pro. Are you sure you've never thought about doing something like this? That's an ask. It just doesn't sound like one. So when you're offering the opportunity to your hosts, ask yourself 2 questions. Why would they be good at Pampered Chef, and how could Pampered Chef be good for them? Make it about them.
All right, so for your call to action for this week, schedule your weekly check-in with your director and prepare to talk about your parties, your bookings, and recruit leads. You want to make that contact before Thursday with us, and you want to continue your contacts, your 30 contacts a day for bookings and recruitings, and work towards booking 12 parties from your current parties last week plus this week's. And you want to take immediate action on implementing the following. Your 5 affirmations, to write them down and read them out loud twice a day. And you want to start using a host booking challenge in your parties. And make a commitment to yourself to ask every host 5 times no matter what. Okay? Because you never want to, like I always say, you never want to read a good book or watch a good movie and not share it with your friends. You can create an online guest survey for your parties using like a Google form. That's what we would recommend. And keep adding names to your list of contacts, a hot list for recruiting leads, and a follow-up list. Do we have any questions?
Now, I will say I have not been stellar about scheduling times to check in with y'all, but I also haven't heard from y'all to check in with me. So I'm going to send you each a message right when we get off of this call to schedule a time to check in this week just to see how you're doing. I know things are crazy right now. How are y'all doing with August? How's August looking for you? Any struggles? How many parties you got going?
You know what, Tracy? That's okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that, because my calendar looks terrible right now too.
Yeah.
But I know that it's my fault. I haven't haven't been diligent about working my business because I am in one of those cycles of my life where I need to make time. I've not made time.
In August, I mean, just to be fully transparent with y'all, because we try to keep it real, August can be a tough month for us. July and August is summer. People are vacationing, they're transitioning. It's this weird kind of limbo time, but don't get discouraged. Still ask, because if they tell you no for August, always ask them, oh, I totally understand life is crazy right now. What about next month? And I've had a lot of people say yes to that. So my August is not stellar either. Just keep it real.
They might need back to school ideas for the kids. I know back to school looks very different right now, but regardless, life is going to change, whether it means it's going to be on the computer all the time or they're going to actually be going to school. So something to offer to them would be back to school and fall, new fall recipes. They don't know if they're new or not. Okay, y'all. So just think crock pot and think busy times. Think your chilies. Think your things that are one pot meals to help people that are getting back in the groove of things in the fall.
Love a one pot meals party right now. That's really good because that's where I'm living right now.
Help them clean out their freezer. That's what we're trying to clean out our freezers right now.
That's where I'm at right now.
Help them with meal planning. Maybe they just need some help.
Yeah.
Just need some new recipes, some new ideas.
Sorry, I was taking out the trash. Side note, please make sure y'all fill out that recognition form. I posted it today. If you haven't done it yet, please make sure you do it. Get your gift cards. Am I talking funny? Do I sound funny? I'm spitting all over the place.
Showering the computer screen.
I had to stop at one point and be like,
I remember those days. It gets better.
it does? Okay, good.
Yeah.
It's just 4 months is what I'm telling myself. 4 months. They fine. Well, if y'all don't have any questions for us, and I'm just really impressed at our time efficiency.
I get so worried we're going to run out of time.
I know. And when the Zoom goes full screen, I can't see the time either.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if y'all don't have any questions, we're here. This is Mary, Tracy, and Cheryl, and y'all have been on every week.
Mm-hmm.
I know Tracy and Cheryl have. So I'm going to check in with y'all at some point this week. Even if it's via text, I'll check in with you guys this week.
Hey, Ariel, did you put the that thing in the Rise to Success Facebook, the survey thingy, that thing, or is it in a different one?
No, it's in Harrison.org and Team Mermaid.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm gonna go back and tag everybody in it to make sure they see it.
I got it. My life is crazy right now.
Listen, can't be no crazier than mine. I'm trying to pack up my last 12 years of my life right now. And people are trying to bring me stuff. And I'm like, no.
Hey, Ann, I got a box full of baby stuff. Do you want it?
No, not right now. Like the girl that works for me across the street, she brought me a car seat today. She's like, do you want me to put this in your car? I said, no, you can bring it to my office because it's going to sit right here until October. I have nowhere to put it in my house. If y'all saw my living room right now.
Pleasure.
Boxes stacked up to my shoulders.
It's only like 3 feet high.
There's still boxes stacked up to my shoulders.
Kidding. I love you. All right. Well, y'all have a good night.
You too.
Thank y'all for taking time to be up here tonight.
Yes. And thank you for taking the time to be up here consistently.
Yes.
We appreciate it a lot. And hopefully it's been helpful to you in some way, shape, or form.
You guys have a good night. Thank you guys for doing this.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Oh.
Bye.
See y'all.